in less than 10 minutes. We're going to go for 8 minutes, but let's give it 10 just because I can be chatty. I'm going to show you why you need to open your law firm in 2026. Because you don't need to do more research. You don't need to keep doubting yourself. This is the year that you make a decision to bet on you and to do it. Now, if you're anything like me, you have struggled with the self-doubt, the uncertainty, the feelings of imposter syndrome. Like, you totally discount all of your achievements. Like, look where you are and all that you've done in life. If you're an attorney, you've done a lot to get there. But we still will discount that and think that we're not good enough, we're not ready to open our own business, to open our law firm. If you've been putting yourself last, like I was for a really long time, and you're worried that wanting more for yourself makes you selfish, like, I'm here to tell you, it's not. You have a drive, you have a hunger in you for more. That's amazing and not something that you should be looking down upon. You should honor it, you should respect it, and know that it's your turn for you. Like, it's your turn to show up for yourself. Now, I've had my own solo law firm for almost 10 years now. March 1st will be 10 years officially. And I could just kick myself for having so many doubts before I went out on my own and opened my own law firm. If I take you back 12 years ago, let's say 12 years ago, because I've been a lawyer for almost 17 years now. Yeah, going on 17 years. So let's go back 12 years ago. I was a lawyer. I had my kids were small then. 12 years ago, my kids were 3 and 1. I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old. So yeah, 3 and 1. And I was really unhappy with my career. Being a lawyer wasn't all that I thought it was going to be. And I felt like with having 2 small kids that my options were pretty limited, and I just felt stuck. And I was at a law firm working, but I was just going nowhere. This is not where I wanted to be for a long time. But I felt like, where else am I going to go? Like, I need the ability to, if my kid is sick, I need to be able to stay home with that kid, right? If I need to arrive at work later, if I need to leave work early, I didn't know what the right option for me was. I couldn't figure it out. And I just knew that where I wasn't it. But I had never originally had plans to go out on my own. That was never on a goal or a vision board of mine at that point in time. And so you might be currently in a similar situation where you have this itch for more. Maybe you're at a firm and you're just not happy where you are. You know you could do a better job as a law firm owner, but you just are kind of feeling a little bit stuck where you are, right? And you want to have a fulfilling career. And if you're like me and have, any kids, right? And as a parent, you want to show up as a good mom for your kids. And sometimes it's just you look around and it feels like everybody else has it figured out and you just can't figure it out and you just don't know what to do. But if we stop and take a moment and think about it, you actually do know what to do. It's time for you to take your career into your own hands, which is what I did finally 10 years ago. So you know that, maybe opening the law firm has been in the back of your mind. You've thought about it. You've watched some videos. You listened to some podcasts. You've read some books. And maybe that'd be a good idea. But the notion of opening your law firm is just a little bit overwhelming, seems daunting. How do I even do that? I've never learned how to do that, right? And maybe some of you have gone out and found a business plan and written one up. You've thought of law firm names. That's about as far as maybe it has gone. I know that because I was there in your shoes 12-ish years ago. And before you get into your line of reasoning for me, I know you have one as to why now is not the time for you to open your own law firm. Just stop and save it for somebody else. Because there's never going to be a right time. You're never going to have it all figured out. You don't need to know everything from A to Z. If you think you need to know everything, you're never going to open your law firm. You're never going to make that venture as a business owner if you feel like you can't move forward until you have it all figured out. Because you're never going to have it all figured out. I've been doing this almost 10 years now. There are still things that I'm learning. I don't have it all figured out. All you need to know is the next step. And you probably already know what the next step is, that what you need to do. You just haven't done it. So let's figure out what that next step is. It could be something small. It doesn't have to be big. It could be picking your date. When are you going to open your law firm? Is it 30 days from now? Is it 6 months from now? When is that going to be? Maybe you need to decide on a name and you've been kind of going back and forth on names, unsure. Pick the name. Just decide. Whatever you want. Pick it. Maybe you need to register your LLC with your state. Maybe you need to get a tax ID number, open the bank account. Maybe you need to claim your digital space and get the website, get your email, get your social media accounts. And you're like, but Darcel, I don't know how to get a website. I don't know how to get an email domain. Go to GoDaddy.com and type in a name of a website that you're looking for and see if it's available. And if it's available, you buy it immediately. Okay? It's not complicated. You're making this harder than it needs to be. And then I also want you to put some time on your calendar for you and for this law firm that you're going to open in 2026. How much time do you have to dedicate to your new law firm, to this new business? Can you find 1 hour a day to start working on putting your plan into action? Okay. Can you stop scrolling online for an hour a day to make your dream come true, to turn your dream into your reality? How much time do you have in your day for that? You have some time. Let's make it a priority. You have not been prioritizing it in the way that you should be. And if you keep thinking about this dream nonstop, it's always in the back of your mind, you're always thinking about what your own law firm can look like. It's not random or by chance that you keep having these thoughts over and over again. It's time. All those thoughts and ideas, those are your signs. You watching this video today is not a coincidence. Like, it's time. You're just not listening to the universe telling you that it's time. So you need to stop consuming. And when I say that, what I mean is you need to stop watching everybody else pursue their dreams and do what you want to do. And you need to do it for you. It's up to you. But I can tell you, you deserve it. You deserve that dream, that goal. And if opening your own law firm is on that list, you deserve that too. You're worthy of it and you can do it. You can make it happen. As somebody who had no business experience, I never took one class in law school about opening my own law firm. I didn't, have anyone in the family who owned a business or who was a lawyer. I had no, nothing to really start me off with a law firm. I built it from nothing. Dow Law Firm did not exist. There was no pot of money to pull from. I didn't use any credit. I just finally decided that I was going to do that for me and make my law firm a reality. And just put one foot in front of the other, which is all that you can do and all that you need to do in order to make that happen. So this year, 2026, is your year to choose you. And it's up to you to decide to make it the best year possible. Why not? Why not finally get that law firm open this year? I think you should do it. Okay? And so with that, I send you off to open your law firm, to take the next step, whatever you need to do to make that reality happen for you. And if becoming a solo, or even if you have a law firm already and you're trying to manage it and you're struggling with the business side of running your law firm, if that is on your to-do list for 2026, get the law firm open or manage it better. Make sure you stick around because that's what we talk about over here. Make sure you, like, subscribe, show all the love. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one when we continue to talk about opening and running your law firm.